The Los Angeles Clippers got shocking news last night when they found out that James Harden no longer wanted to be an LA Clipper. I have to say, this really shocked me too because Harden seemed like he had gone through a career resurrection with the Clippers. The last few years, it's like he's been able to come back to being a good player. I wouldn't say a great player, but I felt like the Clippers gave him like a lifeline after what happened in Philadelphia during his final year in Philadelphia. It looked like he was heading down the wrong trajectory or path, as they would say, when it came to his career. He could have easily slipped into being a malcontent like Carmelo Anthony or a Russell Westbrook, but I thought the Clippers helped him to rebuild his image and allowed him to be a winner again, evident by him being an all-star last season for them. That I thought it was a perfect branding for him. It's like I said, it's been a good career resurrection for him, making him somewhat relevant again. Definitely not on the same level as he was in Houston when he was the MVP player, but it made him respectable again. And I thought the Clippers were a place he wanted to be for the rest of his career because Harden is a LA guy. He grew up in the Los Angeles metro area. That's his home. And a lot of these California guys, especially LA guys, they always want to go home. They always want to play in LA, whether it's for the Lakers or the Clippers. It's like any team that allows them to be in LA, they want to be there. So it does surprise me in that regard that he wants to leave the Clippers because he had a great role with the Clippers. Him and Kawhi, they have great synergy in the sense that Harden is allowed to pad his stats as much as he wants because Kawhi is not there half the time. When you looked at the last few years, granted, Kawhi has started to play more games this year, but he Harden in a lot of games gets to be the number one guy like he was in his prime, simply because either Kawhi's sitting out or Kawhi will defer at times and allow him to pick up the scoring load simply because Kawhi at times has to rest from carrying the team. So it works out so well in that regard. And then they make up for each other's weaknesses when you see that Kawhi is not a great player. I meant to say Kawhi is not a great playmaker. He's not a great playmaker at all. That has always been, to me, one of Kawhi's weaknesses. He's not good at being a playmaker, while Harden's a great playmaker. So it allows Kawhi to just focus on scoring without having to get people involved, while Harden can be the guy to get guys involved. So it works out great in that regard. And then defensively, it works out great because Harden is not a good defensive player. He's like a traffic cone, but Kawhi makes up for that on the perimeter. So I just didn't understand it. I think even both of these guys had 50-point games this year. So they were really a good duo in the sense that they complemented each other so well. And it looked like they liked playing with each other. They enjoyed being on the court with each other, that it just worked out so well. It seemed like a match made in heaven to me. And now for him to want to get traded, to me, it's just weird. It's like Harden is this like bizarro guy that I don't get at times because he has everything he wants in LA. Even the money perspective is pretty good when I looked at how much he's getting paid this year with the Clippers. Let me just even pull that up. I'm going to pull it up right now. Harden is getting paid $39 million for this season. And next season, he has a player option of $42 million, a little bit over $42 million. I think he'll definitely exercise that. So I don't understand it. Like it just boggles my mind. The only thing I've heard to why he wants to get traded is because he's upset that Steve Ballmer did not offer him a contract extension. And now he wants out. He's bitter about it. He's very salty. And even if that's true, I think it's stupid because he's better off being with the Clippers where he can get his numbers and not be held accountable for not being a good defensive player. And at times, he is an inefficient player now when it comes to his shooting. He's shooting only 41% from the field for the season, 34 from three, but it really doesn't matter because he's not going to be held accountable with the Clippers, and what they really need from him is his great playmaking skills. So it works out perfectly. But for him to be upset about not getting a contract extension to me is just stupid. Also, he's not young anymore. He's 36 years old right now. And in August of this year, he'll turn 37. So he's not a guy I would want to give like a super max contract to, or even a max contract to, knowing how old he is now. Because once the guys get up there in age, I just don't think they're worth to give out big contracts. I definitely feel that way. And historically, I've been proven right because not many guys have won NBA titles after the age of 35 as a top three guy. It's very, very low when you research the number of guys who have pulled it off. I know Tim Duncan is one of them. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is another one. And I'm trying to think of another guy. I think did LeBron won his championship in 2020, that fake bubble title. He was like 35. So again, after 35, it's just really hard to win this league. And this is why I don't think anybody deserves to get a big contract after 35, because chances are they're not going to be worth it. So I don't know what he's complaining about. Like when I look at his career earnings, I'm just going to pull that up. They show that on Basketball Reference. Let me see if I can find it. How much? I'm just scrolling through all this. Just give me a minute. Usually they show it on Basketball Reference. Okay, I found it. So for his career, he's made $374 million. And this guy is still not happy. And even if you factor in this year, he's going to make a little bit over $39 million. So if we do the math, I'm just doing it in my head, that's like $414 million he's going to have over his career after this season. And then if you split it up even with taxes, that's like over $200 million career-wise. He's made over $200 million. And then if you even dump that money into other stuff, like money he's wasted on strippers and hookers and whatnot, I'm sure it's still a lot. I don't know how you can flush all that money down the toilet. Granted, a lot of these guys are not good at managing money, but it's like, my God, what do you need now? Like, I don't get it. I just don't understand it. But if the Clippers had to train for Darius Garland, I don't think they'll fall off too much. Garland is a good player. I wouldn't say great player. He's averaging 18 points per game this season, 6.9 assists. I don't think even at his young age he's as good of a playmaker as Harden. So I think they're definitely going to miss Harden's playmaking. But I think he could be solid enough to help them. Granted, he is a lot smaller than Harden. They list him at 6'1", but to me, he looks like he's like 6 feet or even 5'11". So, yeah, this is a tough situation for the Clippers. And normally I wouldn't care, but I want the Clippers to go to the playoffs because it comes down to OKC getting their pick, and I don't want OKC to get a lottery pick. So I have to say, on behalf of all NBA fans, fuck James Harden for doing this. We need the Clippers pick to be protected, at least lottery protected, in the sense that the Thunder don't get a lottery pick from this. But I don't have anything else to say about this. Just a weird situation.